Good day, folks. Welcome to another episode of Tech Connect Voices. You know what's interesting about this program, besides the fact that we educate you on technology, we connect with members of the community, and we're trying to drive technology across Africa. There's also, because of the community and the ecosystem we've built, we're always meeting interesting people. I'm sure you've been to our website and you've seen some of our advisors, and you particularly know our lead ambassador when it comes to Tech Connect, Mr. Isaac Newton. Now, Isaac Newton is always shouting our names off the rooftop, meeting new people, and calling me and saying, hey, this is somebody you need to meet. And Isaac did it again. I came across, or I've met, or he's introduced us to a very interesting gentleman called Almando Cox. And he is from the country of Jamaica. You know, Jamaica unfortunately had that tragedy recently, and he was actually in the middle of it, which is beautiful. But not beautiful, you know, but you know, memorable. Let me put it that way. It's a story on its own. How you doing, Almando?
I'm good, thank you, sir.
Wonderful. We practically met yesterday.
Yes.
Had a conversation, a really insightful conversation. Yes. And I try not to be selfish, so I wanted to share the good stuff you shared with me. But for the sake of our audience, first and foremost, why don't you tell us who you are?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. So my name is Almando Cox. Yes, you already gave that part away. I'm a Jamaican. I'm really a serial entrepreneur, and I have been in business for 21, 23, 24 years now. But I think beyond that is also my volunteerism. So I'm also the president of the Jamaica Technology and Digital Alliance, which is the largest tech association in Jamaica that put together tech practitioners and vendors and students of digital and tech. So yeah, that's me.
So very natural alliance between Tech Connect and his group will definitely be a power move. And I'm loving where this is going. What is your philosophy?
You know, I've been guided by what I call the 3 Ps. It's really purpose, passion, principle. And my purpose, I think, is to improve lives and livelihood with my skill set and my network. And I think from the purpose, the passion side, it's really solving problems that create impact. And then from the principle side, I think it's more about being honest, trustworthy, and carry out my dealings in a respectful way. So that has been my guide in terms of my philosophy.
Interesting. Now, I know this is your first time in Ghana, and I know you have an interesting story as to how you ended up here. Can you tell us how you ended up in Ghana?
Oh, yes. I mean, so the short version is I didn't have an itinerary. Ghana wasn't on my list. I mean, I'm a part of a cohort 2 that was in London about 2 weeks now, really was funded between ITC, which is International Trade Center, and the UK government. It was really intended to increase trading relationship between Jamaica and UK. So there was a couple IT companies that were there, you know, AI, software development, staff augmentation. And through that, we created a consortium called the Jamaica Digital Consortium. So short version, I was supposed to be there one week. And my intention was to extend my stay and move over to Europe. But I need a visa. It's called a Schengen visa, right? I have an appointment all set, ready to go. And then it washed away. Not literally, but Melissa happened, Hurricane Melissa. So on that day when I was supposed to go and pick up my visa or go and do the visa, that's when that week they were the hurricane. Now, I had an option. I could call back the travel agency, ask them to change it and get me back to Jamaica or find somewhere else to go. And I insisted, it's fine, I won't call the embassy, I'll go somewhere else. So here am I now, trying to figure out where am I going to go. I've never been to Africa, never. But it's always somewhere that I wanted to visit. So then I'm here now saying, okay, what am I going to do? Checked, called this associate called Eldin, he's here with his company. And I said, listen, I'm thinking about coming to Ghana. Tell me, what do I need to do? He said, yeah, you don't need a visa, just come. And so now, fast forward, I'm in the airport trying to get my booking done because I didn't do one thing, trying to find a secure way how to connect and book a ticket. So I'm in London Heathrow, booking my ticket. Then now I booked the ticket, I said, I need a place to stay. I'm a Marriott member. I could go to Marriott, but I didn't want, because I wanted to really be closer to the people, to be more entwined with the culture of Ghana. So I chose somewhere else. And then now that I'm here, I'm waking up all my network to say, I'm in Ghana, what do I do? And so everyone that knows somebody who knows somebody else, make connection, create WhatsApp groups, send WhatsApp messages. That's how I met you, through Isaac. So
Exactly.
that's the power of networking right there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes.
You know, for me, connecting is everything. Community is everything. Now, you did mention the digital group or the digital agenda. Yeah, I understand you have the structured digital agenda for Jamaica. What's that called again?
Well, not necessarily for Jamaica, but throughout the strategy, we created as a consortium of leading tech companies to help to scale the different companies. So the idea is that we've been focusing a lot on helping governments and businesses to modernize and to improve their organization. Now, the reality is we're talking about very experienced. For example, my company is 21 years, Resolve IT. We've been doing this kind of work right across the Caribbean. We impact finance, yeah. We, in terms of helping them in their operational costs and their productivity, their security, their compliance, their resilience. We've been doing that for governments as well. We're doing it for professional service, different diverse industries, I'll say. So why not do it for other countries? I mean, there are similar problems. And so that's where the UKTP came in. And so that's our second time now going to UK to, meet with partners and so forth. So yeah.
Yeah, but beyond your consortium, there's also a digitalization agenda.
That's what you're speaking to. Oh, yes, absolutely. So, I mean, there is what is called the global digital service sector, right? That focuses a lot like BPO, tech, and KPOs and so forth. The government has been pushing for a while to improve export, to minimize that what we call trade deficit. And so they have identified that the GDS is actually an opportunity to increase exports and minimize that deficit. But beyond that, we have different agendas like creating digital cities. We have a 2030 vision. I'm not sure how close we are to that, but it's a vision to kind of improve Jamaica, to make it be a place where people want to work, live, and play.
And beyond what you've already covered, how deep into the tech industry are you, and what are your expectations? What are you trying to get done in the tech space?
Oh yeah, well, our focus really is, we focus on growth. We have a growth mindset. We have a framework that we use to identify what gaps, what are the hurdles, what are the things that are preventing you from growing. So we would assess, and then we'll help to modernize the organization. We do that in 3 ways. One, we give you the tools and the solution to help you with your productivity, whether the different productivity suite, CRM, those kind of tools to help you automate your business. Then the third part, now that you produce the data, you need to protect it. So we give you cybersecurity, including the training, like security awareness, the encryption, that kind of stuff to make that data safe. And then of course, the third part, which is our infrastructure line. That's just where now we help you with the resilience, put the backup, the disaster recovery, so that your data and your services are accessible and available when you want it. Now, throughout that period of time, we have received some results. We have case studies showing operational costs reduced by 35%. We have digitalized government systems where persons would have to apply for permits or like what we call charitable status, something that would normally take months. We were able to digitalize that and bring that down to weeks, right? I mean, what's happening now is that many times what technology is meant to be, if it's not leveraged correctly, we will not get the value. Now, why is it that there are other countries doing things with technology and improving? Why can't we do it in Jamaica? Why can't we do it in Ghana? We have the technology, we have the skill set, we have the competency. We don't need to import. We can do it among ourselves.
Absolutely. So what is now you've been to Ghana for the first time, now you've been to Africa. I know you're still doing your homework.
Yeah, lots of
But
work.
what would you like to achieve here? What do you hope to achieve? What do you hope to see?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think the first thing I'll say is that there's a lot of similarities between Ghana and Jamaica.
Absolutely.
You know, the people, the culture, the climate, there's many of our things are taken from Ghana. We call it something else maybe, but it is, yeah. But also there are problems that are similar. And if we're able to solve it in Jamaica or in the Caribbean, why not bring that
Similar
case
use
here?
cases, yeah.
And vice versa. I mean, you have a
Absolutely.
good mobile money thing going on here in
Absolutely.
Ghana. Why not be able to do that in Jamaica as well,
Absolutely.
right?
Export it.
So in short, I think the first focus for me is to attract Ghanaian talents, because we're a scaling company. We're looking for talents to do like cloud security, cloud cyber security, networking, to name a few. So
And I know you're currently in the market looking for any Ghanaian who is at least entry level,
Absolutely.
upwards.
Absolutely.
You know, who's in cybersecurity
Yes.
or in
networking.
cloud.
Our cloud,
Networking.
correct. Our cloud, right.
Right.
Right. So we want to at least start out with a proof of concept. We want to see it work so we can validate it and scale it. So that's one. And I think the other thing is we're definitely looking to partner with IT companies in Ghana to help to digitalize, digital transform government service so that the impact of the services that the government are delivering to the people can be reached and can be amplified.
Sounds powerful. So yesterday we got it. We really got into it. You shared your philosophy with me. I shared my philosophy
Yes,
with you.
yes.
With Tech Connect. Where do you think we can have some synergy? How do we work together moving forward?
Yeah, for sure. I think I will go back to the point of looking at what we are good at. You know, where the strengths are and how can we merge together to amplify them, right? So we mentioned there are some things that is being done successfully here that is not happening in Jamaica. There are some things that we've been able to do successfully in the Caribbean. We'd want to bring that here as well. So I think that's really it, you know. The word here, Papa, is collaboration.
Of course.
Collaboration.
Of course.
Ghana loves Jamaica, Jamaica loves Ghana.
Absolutely.
Collaborate.
So sit over some jerk chicken and some good black peas and
Yeah.
some patties, you know, or some
Yes.
wache, as we like to call it.
Oh, watch it.
Yeah, wache. That's the rice peas. That's the
Yes.
black, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, and discuss a few things. So I think from the starters, we probably need to identify what it is that Jamaica is doing that we're not doing that we could probably pick up, and then what it is that Ghana is doing that Jamaica is not doing, and do a
Absolutely.
quick note comparison and try to then bring them together so
Right.
that both can benefit.
Yes.
And then now we can look at collaborating forward beyond that.
That's
I
it.
like this. I like
Yes.
this.
Yes.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of promise there.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love
Yeah.
it. I love
Yeah.
it. So any other areas of interest, anything else you'd like to share with our audience?
I love your country. I mean, I know I said your country, but when I got here the first day and I walked out on the street, I took pictures and videos and I sent back home to my children to say, hey, this is where I'm at. I'm at home.
Yeah.
I'm at home, you know.
Yeah.
So for sure, it's not my last. You know, it's my first. But my appetite is now wide open.
Absolutely.
Right. But I think it's more along. I mean, you know, for us to connect. You know, let's connect and share ideas and stuff, and see, you know, how can we strengthen this collaboration that I'm seeking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, folks, this was a quick special with Almando Cox.
Yes.
You don't get the name right. If you want to reach out, how do they reach out to you? Those who want to reach out to you.
Sure. So I'm on LinkedIn. I'm very active on LinkedIn. So I'm Almando Cox, ALMANDOCOX. You could find me on LinkedIn. Same Almando Cox that is on Facebook as well. But if you want to learn more about Resolve IT, you know, you could go to resolveit.com.jm. That's RESOLVEIT.com.jm.
apply for those jobs or connect with him or see what's possible. And remember, let him know you found out about him from Tech Connect Voices, and you're definitely going to be given that VIP status. All right, folks, it's been great. Thank you for joining Tech Connect Voices. Keep watching as we keep bringing you amazing people like Almando Cox. Later.
Menacé.